Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We'll be talking about commercial real estate in Central and Eastern Europe. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. Good Tuesday morning, and happy to be back with Winston in the headquarters here at the Europa Property Studios.
Yeah, it's
Winston,
nice to have you back.
good to see you.
It's been lonely.
Yeah, it's been lonely. I know. I was watching, and you doing the news on your own looks sad. Anyway, good to be back. Good to be back in Warsaw. It's I was kind of missing the cold weather and the snow. A little bit of snow in Warsaw. Good you guys have it, and I guess -8 tomorrow. Yes. So something else to a little colder than Cannes at Mapic. So and Mapic was a bit cooler than normal, but it was nice. A lot of new retailers we met. Good to see a lot of people we hadn't seen for a couple of years, it seems. So good they're all back. A lot came back to Mapic. Very positive, I would say very positive news, very positive vibe. A lot of retailers looking to expand in the region again. They kind of went a little quiet, I guess, with what happened last year, and now it seems like they're ready to come back, ready to look for some locations, and they said they want to come to the Retail Awards, so they must be serious if they're coming to Warsaw in end of January. Cold, yeah. So anyway, great to be back in our studio. It's really nice to after not being here for a month. Great to see everybody, and happy you're all viewing us today. Thank you for that. We're gonna shoot over. We got a lot of interesting things going on the retail side, along with our retail awards. So the magazine got a lot of comments on it. A lot of
good comments.
So
I hope.
well done on the good comments. So well done on the magazines. We put them all out and had them there at the press table, and now we're working on the CEE Retail Awards, as you know, in Warsaw. That'll be at the InterContinental January 27th, so in about 6 weeks. So we got a lot of new jury members on, a lot of new retailers from Mapic, which we'll be talking about over the next few days. And a couple new interesting sponsors as well that are going to pop up, and some product sponsors, and maybe some new brands as well coming. So it'll be great to have them. Now we'll just shoot over. We'll do a couple 20-second commercial about our retail awards, and if you haven't seen it before, definitely stay tuned. It's quite interesting. And then we'll jump right over to Winston for all the news and the highlights on EuropaProperty.com. Ladies and gentlemen, join us for the 14th Annual Europa Property CEE Retail Awards. With over 100 expansion directors attending and the most active owners of shopping centers, retail parks, and big box retail, and they're ready to do deals. This event is not to be missed. During the day, we have our retail marketplace, which focuses on deal-making retailer presentations and the CEE Retail Forum. Then in the evening, our big Retail Awards Gala, which starts at 7 and finishes late into the evening. Welcome back, and thank you for watching the show. We're very happy to have everyone back. And we got a lot of Christmas things around here. You can't see them on the camera, but I'm looking at them now. Very nice. Winston, good to see you. Glad to see that you've survived the month. So please let us know what interesting things are going on today.
Okay, thanks, Craig. And today we'll start with Future Real, and they've announced, or they're going to launch Future Real Investment Partners. I'm not sure you've heard about this already, but it's going to be a new real estate investment and asset management business that will focus on value-add and opportunistic investments across Europe. And it plans to become a significant investment player, an asset manager, by co-investing with prominent institutional and high-net-worth investors in the office, logistics and retail sectors, both in Central, Eastern Europe and Western Europe. And the strategies they will implement include development, refurbishment, and repositioning of projects.
Well, it sounds like new business as opposed to developing it and then selling it and starting to just buy it. Let someone else to develop it.
Yeah, and it's going to be head up by Karol Plinjewicz. He was the former head of Cromwell Property Group.
Yeah.
And he's going to be teaming up with 8 other professionals to lead this new management business. And he says that having previously focused on development in Central Europe, Future Real has decided to broaden the scope of the whole Europe, where they are compelling opportunities in the wake of COVID to generate above average returns from value add and opportunity strategies. So, like you were saying, lots of business to be had.
Yeah, Carol, obviously at Cromwell, and before that, companies, but GE, and before that. So good to have him. I'm sure it'll be exciting stuff. We'll get a lot more press.
Yeah, he's got a lot of experience and definitely knows his business. Staying in the investment market and moving to Poland, and NIAM has been advised by Linklaters, and it's a Swedish private equity firm, and it sold 2 office properties in Krakow, Axis and Kapelenka, to Quorum Group. Both of the buildings, these are modern A-class buildings. Obviously, they were developed in 2014 and 2016, found in the centre of Krakow, and they both offer high quality standards which are needed today, and they both have a LEED Green Building certification at the highest gold level. Staying in Poland and moving to the industrial sector, and this is the latest report from BNP Paribas Real Estate, and for the first 3 quarters of this year. And they say that the demand for warehouses is soaring. This is the best ever time to be in warehouse ever.
Wow.
And the demand for warehouse amounted to around 4.8 million square meters for the first 3 quarters of this year. And the company also points out that 3.7 million square meters of space is under construction. As you probably already know, that the main demand for this space is coming from the e-commerce sectors and rising companies that are now doing logistics and operating in trade.
Yeah, well, looking at Mapic, I mean, so many of those guys are doing both. They're kind of omni-channel guys and needing more and more warehouse space and fulfillment space.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen, as said by BNP Paribas, the whole of Poland now has broken the 23 million square meter ceiling. And over 30 facilities exceeding 1 million square meters have come online lately. For example, there's the logistics center for Amazon in the Lubelski region, which is the second largest facility for the e-commerce giant in Poland, and it's got around 203,000 square meters.
Wow, big.
Yeah, over 1,000 employees and 3,000 of these new transport robots that will work side by side in this fulfillment facility.
I could use a transport robot to bring the magazines down to camp.
Didn't you have one?
Yeah, his name was Craig.
And just to close on this, Igor Roguski from BNP Paribas, he says that the logistics market is red hot at the moment. It's the highest historical precedent where industrial and logistics facilities are being built and rented immediately. So far, this scenario is not being hampered by rising labour or land costs or any obstacles with relation to availability of construction services or building materials. However, he goes on, it is more and more noticeable how significant time is becoming, especially for e-commerce customers, to meet and satisfy their needs. Developers are being a lot bolder in reaching for investments, and we're seeing a lot more of these spec developments coming online now.
Well, P&B Paribas reports, I always love to read them. Always some interesting news.
Good. And finally for today,
only on Friday night usually when I.
Right, of course, yeah. And finally for today, CPR Property Group has announced a cash offer for Immo Finance.
Oh, really?
I don't know if you've read that recently. They're hoping to increase their commitment to the region, and they've seen an job opportunity here, and they've announced a mandatory takeover of all the outstanding shares of Immo Finance. Shareholders are to be offered around 21-20 euros in cash per Immo Finance share. As you know, Immo Finance is a large and well-known developer in commercial real estate throughout the region, and it's got a property portfolio of around 5 billion euros. And they operate in countries where CPI Property Group also operate. Yeah, so this, and according to Martin Nemecek, he's the CEO of CPI Property Group, he believes that Immo Finance is an optimal strategic fit for the business. He also goes on to say that it's got an excellent property portfolio, and there's some, it needs, however, despite the best efforts of the current management team, strategic decision making has not been the best, and he sees that this group has had mixed messages about the future, but with CPI's involvement, he knows what Immo Finance can achieve a lot more as a company in the future moving forward.
Wow, very exciting news. Well, the takeovers are starting to happen now, aren't they?
Yep.
Okay, well, great. So is that all we have for the day?
That's all the time we've got for today, Craig, I think.
Okay. Well, let's wrap it up. Thank you all for watching the Coffee with Craig show. We got a lot of exciting new announcements that'll be over the next couple of days, so watch the show. Don't want you to miss anything, and stay healthy, stay happy, and we will see you tomorrow.
Click here to subscribe to the Coffee with Craig show, and don't forget to share it with your friends.